book, yoga, okay, the chapter name is called Prana, okay. So I want to ask question, what is meant by prana? Prana means what? Prana means what? Can anybody tell in the chat? I asked so many questions but not reply in the chat, okay? So whoever watching this live video can answer this question, answer my question, okay, through chat. What is meant by prana? Prana. Prana. What is meant by prana? So prana is, I will explain, okay. So whoever knows about the prana means kindly reply in the chat, okay, what is meant by prana? Okay, again I will repeat the same question, okay. What is meant by prana? Whoever knows this meaning means kindly answer in the live chat, okay. So prana is a breathing, okay, prana. So inhale, exhale, okay. So for example, one second. So that is called prana. So prana is nothing but it's a Sanskrit word, okay. Prana, pranadaha, vibhushanaha, pranadejo, jividam. Pranadejo, jividam. So jividam is a Malayalam word, okay. Even pranadejo, jividam, okay. It's also a Malayalam word, okay. Pranadejo, jividam te, I prana swasam, okay. So prana means it's our breathing, okay. Even when we do pranayam, okay, how this prana will function, okay. Can I all know? Or what is the mean? Which organ will prana will come? Can anybody know? Yes, the only answer is nose, okay. Nose is the only nose and nose. Nose and mouth are the organs to exceed the breathing of an, okay. So if you love do element of the noses mean, what will happen? For example, if I close the mouth, okay, if I close the mouth, then the whole breathing will go down, exhale. So mouth and nose. Suppose if I close both means what will happen, let's see. The sound on the breathing will stop. So that is called prana. Okay. So through nose and the mouth only, the breathings are functioning. Okay. Which means exhaling releasing the breathing. Okay. So that's why it's called prana. Pranayam. Pranayam usually it's a very good exercise. Okay. So it's a very good exercise, okay? Pranayam. One nose you have to take one breath and stop, and then under nose you have to exhale the breath. That is called pranayam. Pranayam is a very, very good exercise, okay? So let's discuss what Swami Vivekananda Guruji said. Pranayama is not as many things. Something about breath, breath, indeed has very little to do with it. If anything, breathing is only one of the many exercises through which we get into the real pranayama. Okay, so what happened? Breathing is the only exercise, okay? Whatever we do any exercise, okay, with breathing only we have to do. Okay, without breathing we can't be able to do, okay? For example, if you're going walk, okay, if you are going walk, if you are doing any exercise like stand and sit, or if you are doing any other exercise, which is the most important? Only breathing. Okay. Without breathing, can we do exercise? Nothing. Okay. If the breathing is stopped, mean can the function and the man will function movement will happen or not? No. So that's it. It's explained that pranayama is not many. As many things, something about breath, breathe, instead has a very little to do with it. Okay. If anything, breathing is only one of the many exercises to which we got to the real pranayama. So breathing is one of the best real exercise of many pranayama. Okay, to do pranayama. Okay, breathing is only many exercises. Okay, so even pranayama, even yoga. This exercise name I don't know, but it's a very good exercise. Okay. Not shaking the body, okay? Only nose only out the function, okay? So this exercise is very good. So how this exercise function, work, movements, do breathing only, okay? With this breathing only, the pranayama effect will come. Pranayama means the control of prana. It will control the breathing, okay? According to the philosophers of India, the whole universe is composed of two materials, one of which they call Aksha. Okay. It is the omnipresent, all penetrating existence. So, what happens means pranayama means control of prana. Okay. So according to the philosophy, the whole universe is composed of the whole universe of the world is composed of only two materials. That is one is called Aksha. Okay, Aksha, which means persistent of existence. Okay, penetrating existence. Okay, Aksha, which means we say breathing. Okay, breathing is a penetrating existence of the human body. Okay. So penetrating system. Everything that has formed, everything that is a result of combination is evolved out of this aksha. It is the aksha that becomes the air, that becomes a liquid, that becomes a solid. It is the aksha that becomes the sun, the earth, the moon, the stars, and the comets. It is the aksha that becomes a human body, animal body, plants, every form, full we see, everything that can be seen, everything that exists. So what is meant by aksha? Not only a bit, okay? It's a full nature, which means we can say it's an infinite swarup, okay? It's let us take an example of soul, okay? Aksha means soul, we can take, okay? If the soul has any form, okay, we cannot say, but it comes in all forms, okay? Soul, for example, soul, after the last beat of the human being, the soul will appear, okay? Then the soul will go to create any form. We don't know where is my soul is going. Either in the animal form, the soul may reborn, or the human beings born, the soul may reborn. So it's quite common one, okay? We can't even predict, okay, where the soul is going, okay? So that's where Aksha is coming. That's where the Aksha, okay? Everything that has form, okay? Everything that has form. Like God also, example is God, okay? God is also comes in every form, okay? But we can't know which form God will come, okay? Even in animal created, God Swarup will come. All the human being created, God Swarup will come. Even in nature itself, God Swarup is there, okay? So the Aksha will come in every moment of forms, okay? Everything that has formed, everything that is a result of the combination is evolved out of nothing. Combination is evolved out of the action. It is the aksha that becomes the head. Aksha becomes the head. Then aksha becomes a liquid. Liquid means dilute. Okay, water. Water we can say. Aksha becomes a solid. Solid means fire we can say. Okay, fire we can say. Solid. Then the aksha becomes the sun. Okay, aksha becomes the sun. Earth. Okay, whatever form it is. The moon and the comments, okay. Aksha that becomes the human body, animal body. The plants, every form that we are, everything that can be sensed, everything that exists, okay. So Aksha comes in all the forms in this Swarup, okay. And we don't know where it's Aksha real meaning and it means either God or soul, okay. So there comes in every form. That's why they explain this sentence. But yeah, okay. It cannot be perceived. So it is so subtle that it's beyond all ordinary perception. It can only be seen when it becomes glass. It has taken form. At the beginning of creation, there is only this Aksha. Yes, I absolutely said no. And Aksha means soul, okay? The soul is the one, is the Aksha, okay? Because the soul, we can't see. It's not a definite swarup of soul, okay? Can we see the soul? No. It's quite impossible. So, after reborn state, only the soul will go to any other swarup, okay? For example, for example, in the things itself, we can say, in the product under the soul is not there. But what we can do, if suppose, if we assume that here is the product like, what we can say, here is a product like helicopter toy, okay, helicopter toy. But unfortunately it was breakdown and it was damaged, okay. Then what we do? Then we go to toy shop and to buy the same product in the toy shop. Okay. So the same product is there, product available means we can buy. Otherwise we can order to the company and get the product from there. Okay. So likewise, soul also, not like even if the soul also goes in area, okay, after last bit of human beings, okay. If the human beings last bit happen last means, then the soul will go to some other, okay, some other human beings or some other part or some other creature. But who is the real owner began? It's only God, okay. God only decided this soul have to go to this stage on this stage or this religion or this people. So that's why the Aksha plays an important role in this life, okay? In his life. In all of his life, okay? At the end of the cycle of the solid, the liquid and the gas all melt into the Aksha again. And next creation similarly proceed out of the Aksha, okay? That's why it's a soul, okay? I said no, Aksha is a soul, okay? Where soul can also, next also, like a solid or liquid, next also it goes to the another reborn state. Okay, after that state over, another reborn state. After another soul, but the karma is other following, okay? So Aksha is combined with karma, okay? Whatever reborn state you are in, the same karma also will continue on that way, okay? But what power is this? Aksha manufactured into the universal by the power of prana. Yes, prana only. Okay, Akya one day is prana. Once the prana is forward, Akya will come and it goes into the understanding. So that's it. Just as Akya is the infinite, omnipresent material of the universe. So then is this prana the infinite, omnipresent manifesting power of the universe? The question asks. Oh, just as Akya is infinite, okay? Akya is infinite, Akya is infinite, omnipresent material of the universe, okay? So Akya is the omnipresent material of the universe, but so this prana is infinite, omnipresent, manifesting power of the universe. So its question is asked, sorry. Is prana is infinite, okay? Prana is always infinite swarup, okay? But this Akya is infinite over omnipresent, is Akya is the omnipresent manifestation of manifesting power of the universe or not, okay? Prana is infinite, but Akya is manifesting power of the universe. Question is that, okay? So Akya is the infinite, okay. Akya is the infinite, but the prana the infinite omnipresent power of the universe, okay, manifesting power of the universe, okay. Question is answered, okay. At the beginning and the beginning and at the end of a cycle, everything becomes Akya. And all the forces that are in the universe dissolve back into the prana. The next cycle out of this prana is about everything that we call energy, everything that we call force. Okay, what does it mean? Means after suppose if the old man suffered if any old man suffered a very heavy eye disease mean what the old man say, hey, I am feeling sick, I don't want to live. So that stage will come, okay? The old man situation, if they have further severe disease on his body means. But after his last, after the old man last bill, what will happen? And the old man action will not be performed, okay? But the soul will, but we cannot see the Akya, the soul, okay, the Akya. That time the Akya will go to the universe, okay, to the person, to the earth, sorry, to the planets, okay, or any other thing, okay. But we can't know when after the last bit where the Akya will go. So after the stage, it will go to the human beings created or animal beings created. So that's why it explains. Well, at the beginning and at the end of a cycle, everything become Akya. So at the beginning stage also Akya, end of the stage also Akya. And all the forces that are in the universe dissolve will become back into the prana. So valid backs, okay. After the soul, after the Akya, after the soul goes to another body, then how the Akya will work, okay. How the soul will work to the human body and animal body, to prana, breathing body. So that's why they explain, okay. All the forces that are in the universe dissolve back into the prana. So, all the forces dissolve backing into the prana, only way breathing only. Because breathing is the only way of showing movement is that, oh, he's a man, okay. Okay, he's living, he's alive. So that's right. So, all pranas, all forces back into the prana stream. And then next cycle and out of this prana is about everything that we call energy, everything that we call force, okay. After prana, then the next stage is called force, okay, life force. Life force we call as it is. It is a prana that is manifesting as a motion. It is the prana that is manifesting as a gravitation or mass magnetism. It is a prana that is manifesting as the action of the body, as a nerve current as towards force. Okay, so our Akya saying means Akya comes in all forms, okay, manifestation of all your animal creature, human creature, either in the sun or cow. So that's where the Akya plays an important role. Same as where in prana also, prana comes in the manifestation of the emotions. Motion means reaction of the human being or animal beings, okay. Then prana will comes in the manifestation form, okay. Actions of the body. We all do action now. Manifestation and now to our thought force, okay. Force start down to the lowest force. Everything is but the manifestation of prana. All the things have come all in the form. Back to only the prana. Without prana, there is no anything at all. Even Aksha also come back to the prana stage after reborn stage also. So before reborn stage, after reborn stage, all comes to only breathing, prana, okay, prana. When there was neither hot nor not, when darkness was covering darkness, what existed then, okay. So, for example, I want to give you an example. If you go to a room, okay, that was fully dark, then what will be your reaction? Oh, it's a room is dark. I am feeling so I can't able to see anything. What other things is there? So help me. So this reaction will be happen. Okay. Suppose that is the same way. When there was neither thought or not, what darkness was covering. Darkness. What existed then? Okay. So darkness only covering darkness. Then what other existing thing in that place? Okay. Nothing. Only we can see the color of the black. Okay. Then you will see the consciousness. Okay. Then you will see anything. Okay. That is called. That's why it says. Okay. That Akasha existed without motion. That's why Akasha existed without motion. The physical motion of pranas was stopped, but they exist all the same, okay? Once the physical movement of the breathing stopped, means, and then all the forces will again comes into the form of breathing, prana, okay? All forces like aksha, soul, breathing, soul, then all the actions, all forces will come back again to the prana stage only, okay? At the end of a circle, the energy is now displayed. One second. At the end of a circle, the energy is now displayed in the universe quite down, become potential. At the beginning of the next cycle, they start up strike upon the aksha, and out of the aksha. They are all the various forms. And as the aksha generates the prana, generates also in all these manifestation of the energy. What does it mean? Means what we can say. Prana. Okay. So why if the soul is changes means for example, the few persons are attending last day by suffering a severe attack. No. So that time what happened means. What happened means at the time of facing attack, okay, during last year, before last year, they feel heavy painful, okay? They feel heavy painful, heavy distress, heavy irritated on the paining of suffering, okay? After the last stage, when the human beings after suffer the heavy attack and the last stage, they don't know, and they don't know how they will be. Okay, we also don't know if they suddenly they are then the last stage after suffering the heavy disease or heavy attack, then the account then that time the soul will changes. Okay, prana also changes. Okay, for example, if a person has one breathing problem, okay, breathing problem, while attaining last stage of the life, the breathing will prana will changes. Okay, and so that's why the account also changes. When the soul changes, the prana also changes. Okay. For example, the person attains before the last day, the breathing was very fast, okay? So that is so while last stage of the life, the breathing was slowly down and attain the last stage. That's why before attainment, the breathing was very fast. After the last day, the breathing was very slow. So that's why it means. At the beginning of the next cycle, the start of cycle upon the aksha. And out of the aksha, evolve the various forms. And as the aksha changes, the prana changes all into the manifestation of energy. So this is the example I give. Okay. The knowledge and the control of prana is really what is meant by prana. The knowledge. So once again, if you take pranayama, then do exercise. It's very good for it, okay? Because, for example, I will do. So, if you do like this means, it will give you a tremendous effect on yourself, okay? So it's yoga's best meditation. Who are learning yoga, this concept is very important. So first basic exercise of meditation is pranayama, okay? Then only meditation, then mental meditation, then physical meditation. So there are many meditation types of life, okay? The weapons towards the door to almost unlimited power. Suppose, for instance, a man understood the prana perfectly and he could control it, and the power on the earth would not be his second. He would be able to move the sun and the stars out of the place to control everything in the universe. Okay? When you attain the perfect state of the pranayama, then you only wanna, okay, you can control the whole of the universe. So, for example, sorry to say, okay, I don't want to mention any cinemas and all, okay? I don't want to mention any cinemas because I don't want to mention that, okay? So, for example, a person see, okay, he can control another person, okay? He can control another person by seeing. So that's one type of exercise, okay? Even I don't want to mention that any of the examples, okay? A person saw another person, but that person can control the other person attitude, perfection, and the behavior also that the person has the control, has the change the person attitude. So that's type. I will give the example like this, okay? So when it comes to the pranayama stage perfectly, then you can also one of this, okay? even you can also change the adult person attitude, adult person movement also, okay. Even you can also change the sun and the planet also, okay. Once you attain the stage of pranayam perfectly, okay, then that way we explain, okay. From the Adams to the biggest sons, okay, because you will control the prana, okay, yes. So once if perfectly are in the state of pranayam, pranayam, okay, pranayama. So you can also control the other person's breath also, okay. So that stage and all, even many of the, as I said, the example, no, if one person saw another person, that person will control the person's attitude and change the behavior. So likewise, once you attain, you can also be one of the control of the manifestation of the human beings, okay, from the prana, okay. This is the jan and the aim of pranayama, okay. This is the end, but all the aim of only pranayama, okay. When the yogi becomes perfect, there will be nothing in nature, no, not under his control, okay. For example, when the yogi, the seagull, okay, the seagull becomes perfect, but he can't control the nature of the living, okay. He can't control the sun, he can't control the moon, he can't control the day and night, okay. So the nature real owner is only God, okay. God only control, God only gives the rain, God only gives the climate changes, okay. So when the yogi also not control the nature of the persons, okay. If you honest a God, all the souls have the departed to come, they will come and building. All of us have the table to obey and as a slave, okay? When the yogi become perfectly of the body prana, but nature also become a slave to this yogi, okay? Because they are doing a perfect pranayama, okay? So next, when the ignorant see these powers of the yogi, they call them the miracles. For example, magic show and you all see, no? Nowadays it's not quite common. So magician, okay? A magician what will do? So they will do some tricky things to do magically and entertain the people. So how the person do magic very well? What is a real beginner? That means they learn the magic very well, they practice the magic very well. So likewise, the yogis and all, yogi guruji and all, practice pranayama very well and become an expert. That's why they can control all these things. So when the ignorant see these powers of the yogi, they call him the miracle. So when the yogi attain this stage, when the powers of controlling happen to them, so they call us the miracles. What can miracle happen? So that's it. One peculiarity of the Hindu mind is always inquiries for the last possible and realization, leaving the details to be worked out afterwards, okay. So what happened means Hindus and all, even in the Gamam village and all you see, okay, especially when they saw Palakkad, when they went to Palakkad with the names, okay, that day some of them asked, okay, Tamil we say, நீ எந்த ஊரான நீ எந்த ஊரில் வந்திருக்காய் நீ என்ன படிக்கிறாய் எத்தனாவது படிக்கிறாய் உனக்கு கல்யாணம் இருந்துச்சா. So this type of asking in village people. So that's why I explain, okay. Hindus will ask, okay. Many Hindus people will ask, okay, what is our generation, ma? What is our generation, pa? So we can they tell about this stuff, family generation. So this is your grandfather, this is your grandmother. But they never listen to the work on that, okay. They did not, they never listen to concentrate on the work, okay. But they leaving the results of the work afterwards, okay. For example, if the woman is preparing food, but some of the relation come in, then the wife, then the woman will ask, what will about the generation tell me, mother or auntie or another. What they want listening one day, that one day, but the house, kitchen work, they leave the work afterwards, okay. But they never understood the preparation of the food in the kitchen, okay. They leave the work and listen their stories, okay. The question is actually whether what is the knowing which we shall know everything? What is the knowing which we shall know everything, okay? What is the purpose of knowing everything? Anybody can tell what is the purpose. Just to have to get the information, okay? What is the purpose of information? Let's see. Thus, all books and all philosophy that have been written have been only to prove that by knowing which everything is knowing. So, for example, if all books and all poems is knowing to everybody and everything is knowing, no, just we can read, okay. I think yesterday satsang we said no. I already said no. In a Kapil Das poem and all, in school days we studied, okay, Kapil Das, Hindi Kavita, okay, Hindi poems, okay. So Kapil Das wrote many doha, many poems, okay. But if we learn, what is the effect, what is the purpose of learning that? Just to pass the examination. After that, what means? That's knowing. Then what is the purpose of knowing that? So that's my question is asking. The books gave information to read and gain knowledge. But what is the purpose of knowing this information? Let's see. If a man wants to know this universe bit by bit, he must know every individual grain of sand, which means infinite them. He cannot know all of them, then how can knowledge be? Okay. So for example, a man wants to know all the information step by step, but he wants deeply understand, okay. Deeply understand you can deeply understand, okay, if I gain this information, what knowledge will be there with me. So that purpose you have done, that man has to understand, okay. How is it possible for a man to be all known to particulars? So in the particulars of knowing all the things, okay, man can know all the things. The yogi said that begin this particular manifestation, that is a generalization. Begin all particular ideas and generalize this abstract principle, grasp it, and you have grasped everything, just as the whole universe has been generalized in the Vedas into the one absolute existence, and the universe grasps and experience as grasp the whole universe. So all forces have been analyzed into the prana. So what happened? Whatever we know everything in the world, okay. Whatever we know everything in the world, so what is the purpose of knowing? Okay. For example, if I read somewhere, some book, what is the purpose of reading that book. What knowledge can gain, okay? Is the knowledge can helpful to me? So that's the question arises. But what is the real begin this? Which is real, what is the real background begin this? Okay, means generalization. So nowadays generalization plays a very important role. Okay, so there are many generalization and changes in the life future. Okay, now we are in artificial intelligence generalization. Now future don't know robotic generalization may happen and human robotic generalization may also be happen. Okay, so based on the generalization we must know all the things. Okay, but all these things are comes in the what effect, okay? Only through by prana, okay? With prana only we can know, we can getting all the things, we can know everything, we can learn everything. So without prana, there is no any other things that we can all do, the moments of reaction or moments of motion, moments of attraction, so that's all, okay. So prana plays a very important role in this of all human beings life, okay. So today's satsang we discuss about prana, okay, how it will come. So then Akhya, so we discussed today Akhya, then what are the forms the prana will manifestation, then what are the forms the Akhya will come, will play. So and then we discussed today about the prana, then finally lastly how a man can know everything, okay, what is the purpose, that the answer we said, okay, through generalization, and through generalization comes to the solving the prana only, okay, so that all we discussed today. So prana is the effective part, effective role in the human life, okay. Without prana, there is no anything, okay. Without prana, after prana means it's aksha, soul, and the soul will come to the next prana, okay, go into the next prana, next birth prana, and after that also the movements will start activating. So that's we all discussed today. So the remaining paragraph will continue on next time on any other day. Thank you, Hari Om. Good night to all of us. Enjoy the day. Happy weekend to all of us. Then tomorrow India versus New Zealand match is there, okay? So that I will give you the review on tomorrow. Thank you. Happy good night to all of us. Enjoy the day. Happy weekend to all of us.